Hey guys, so it's Friday's midday video for y'all, and a few things to talk about. I know first of all I want to thank Ben Maller and his crew again. Ben Maller hosts a talk radio show on Fox Sports Radio, and I used to be a frequent caller to the show and played a few of the game shows under this moniker called the Amusal King. And he'd been emailing me a little bit because he got word that I'm on this journey, and because I got to sleep early last night, I was passed out. I got up early. I don't sleep a lot, and called into the show just to kind of hear it because I missed the show. And if you get left on hold, you can hear the show, the radio broadcast. Anyway, they put me on, and Ben, spoke about the journey with me and the folks on the radio, and plugged my website. So if you guys can make sure you shout out to him and appreciate what he's doing for us, that's an unbelievable thing he did, and love you guys. Love you, Ben. Thanks, man. And if I make it out to California and I make it to the Santa Monica Pier, and my legs and my heart hangs in there, I'll probably try to stop by the show and say hello and show you guys my appreciation. So anyway, a couple other things to talk about today. I know you guys hate when I'm down, and I know you love when I'm passionate. I wish I didn't wear my emotions on my sleeve like that, but I do. I don't know any other way. And in fact, that's probably what prompted my daughter to say what she said, which prompted me to have to look in the mirror and take this whole journey to begin with, because I don't have that ability to kind of just be, level and steady Eddie. I'm always kind of up and down a little bit with the mood. But on that note, the good news is that I'm pretty up today. I'm up for a lot of reasons. One is the weather has been hot, but the cloud covers made it pretty decent. There's a little breeze, so I'm not totally dripping. Second reason, I don't know why, the quiet of this road, even though it doesn't sound quiet right now behind me, I just decided that regardless of the battery power, me and Phil Vassar were just going to rock it out today. So it's been about 3 hours of me and Phil just cruising on down the road here, and there's never a bad day when you got Phil in your life. So those newcomers that haven't heard, if you get a chance to see Phil Vassar, the greatest entertainer in the world, his music just touches me. I've had him in my life every day for 18 years, probably 17 years when I first saw him. Man, that means him and I are both getting pretty old. Anyway, if you don't know, trust me when I tell you, go iTunes or Google Play, whatever, some Phil Vassar music. And if you want to know me at all, just play the song Just Another Day in Paradise, and that pretty much sums up who I am. But it's been a real good day because I'm rocking out with Phil. The other thing for me is, if you haven't picked up on this yet, I need social interaction. I'm just one of these guys that needs to be talking with people. I don't do well alone. So the days I'm down, typically it's because you've seen me walk 10 or 12 hours and speak with nobody, very few people. And that goes for my home life as well. I like to be social. I like to be out doing things. I like to make people smile. And what I find out with this journey is I'm actually doing maybe something even a little bit better than that. I'm at least some people are telling me I'm inspiring them, and that's pretty cool to know. I'm just a guy walking, but yet somehow some people are supporting what I'm doing and feeling what I feel, and it's been motivating to them. On that note, a young lady I mentioned a few times now, Jennifer, I hope I say her last name properly, Guyman. She lives in Hanover, PA, not too far from me. And she went through some stuff lately, and she wrote me a really nice email just a week ago, last Sunday actually. And she's doing something called Free Hugs Hanover, PA. And I'm not quite sure where she's going to go, but I guess you can Facebook it or YouTube, and probably Facebook and maybe Twitter, I don't know. But see if you can look up Free Hugs, PA. I know she's going to be out tonight around 6 p.m. I'm not sure where she's going to be, but it's really a simple concept. She's going to be out there, and she's going to make herself available. There's somebody that just wants a hug, and you don't have to be down to want a hug. You can be as high as it can be, but I really truly believe that there's nothing more powerful than the human touch, and to just hug somebody that you don't even know, a stranger, even for just a couple of seconds, is a great thing. And here's this woman putting herself out there because she wants to change the world a little bit. One of the things her and I talked about is she might want to help my cause because she believes in what I'm doing, is she might want to wear one of these beautiful, not so beautiful, yellow green shirts, but get some of my business cards and hand them out to people that come up to her and that may or may not have heard about me just yet. So I'm trying to coordinate that with Jamie to get her a shirt and some business cards. Hopefully they hook up today before she gets out there. But either way, get out and support Jennifer, even if you don't get a chance to get out to her. Try to find an email to a supporter. I know for me, just getting a text, a keep it going, love what you're doing, something like that, a text, an email, a Facebook hit, really is so motivating. And so I'm sure she's much the same way. You know, don't be afraid to reach out, even if you're from Missouri or you're from Indiana or from wherever I've been on my journey. You know, reach out to her and let her know that even if it's just because you know me, you know, reach out to her and let her know that you're supportive of what she's doing, and it's a pretty great thing. So I'm looking around for my water, but I don't know where I put it. I'm just not that bright. So here it is. Anyway, but the other reason I wanted to have this midday video, this is very important. This is the real reason I wanted to have it. I get sidetracked so easily; it's frightening. But one of the followers I've got, one of our family had reached out to me with a suggestion today that I thought had some merit, but I don't always know these technology things, so I thought I'd put it out there to you guys. But he said, hey, you know what? You'd probably be really well served to have like when you do your live streams, announce it with a certain time, and people can then reach out to you and ask questions. Because when I live stream, I get like scrolling up and down the bottom of the screen is your name and your questions, and you know, it might be a nice thing because I get a lot of questions throughout the day that I try to answer, and that's half the reason I jump around all day long. But maybe we make a set time where I say I'm going to have a live stream, and if you guys are interested, you can tune in at that moment, and any question you guys have, you can ask, and I'll give you the best, most honest answer I can. I'm sure there'll be some of you guys out there busting my shoes a little bit, and I'm sure I'll offend some people with some of my answers, but I can only promise you that I'll give you real and honest and truth in any case. So do reach out to me if you can. You know, just jump online there on the Facebook and say, yeah, you know, I think that'd be a good idea, or no, maybe not such a good idea. I haven't got to the West Coast yet, so I really don't think I need to worry necessarily about, you know, West Coast time. So maybe we'll do it at like, you know, if we do it, we'll do it at a reasonable hour, maybe 7 p.m. or even 9 p.m. Eastern. This way either people are hunkered down for the night or they can make the plans, if we do it at all. So that's the real reason I wanted to have this midday. It's been a really cool day so far. I'm not far outside of Cuba. Another thing that's got me real up is that today, because people have worked on my behalf to get ahead of me, some folks from Cuba, Jimmy West has reached out from Frisco's Bar and Grill, a restaurant, and that's offered me a place to come by and have dinner. But he also said that this was really important to me and really has me fired up. He said, look, I got a bunch of people that I'd like you to meet or want to meet you or whatever the case may be. And that is so powerful for me, because that's the kind of thing that, you know, I get to talk not about me, but about pointing the thumb and what pointing the thumb means and how simple it is. And the way we're going to get this in every household and every school and every church and every you know, place in the country is by spreading the word. And it's really such a simple concept. A lot of times I don't get a chance to talk about it at length because people just want to talk about, you know, how it is, why I'm walking. And again, I'll say it over and over, it's not about me walking whatsoever. The walking part has been almost meaningless. I've met some great people that are part of the story and the journey, and that's great. But most days I just walk and get to somewhere, and it's the somewhere where the people are and the stories are. The walking part is irrelevant. So, but what it is allowing me to do by walking is stop in and pop in at all these little places and share some things with you on the way. So please let me know if you think that you'd like to be part of, you'd like to see me on some kind of live stream. Not that you have to tune in every day, but that you tune in, and maybe it's not every day, maybe it's twice a week or something like that. We do it, and we open it up, and I'll be on as long as you need me to be on, and I'll answer as many questions as I can answer. But if you think that's something that you think is valid, that'd be great. So give you a heads up, I'm heading into Cuba tonight, and then I don't know the towns ahead of St. James, Dillon, and Rolla. Rolla's going to be a stretch, I think, but I'm just nervous because I got kind of alerted by Stanton, which was just literally like nothing in town. I don't want to say that's my destination and strive to get there and have nothing be there. So I'm trying to learn about the towns so I get ahead of myself. One thing, somebody asked me this about what things I'd like to do on a journey, and I was thinking about this morning as I was jamming out with Phil. So one thing that would be really cool for me, and I can't make this happen on my own, you know, I drive by these little creeks or little lakes. I'd love to just sit there for a few hours with somebody, just dropping a fishing rod in the water. I just love sitting by a lake, the calmness of it, doing some fishing. So there are days where I have allowed myself rest days, but I got nowhere to rest, so I keep walking. But it'd be really cool if while I was here in Missouri, someone just drove up with a fishing pole and said, hey, let's go over this little lake and just plop it in there and get to learn about them and so forth, or some family. I don't know, that'd be a neat thing. But some other things that I think are critical that I don't want to miss, but I'm not sure I can do them all. As you know, Joplin, Missouri is a big destination for me because I want to meet these people and certainly give them my heart and any love I have and learn from them, because I think they might be some of the most special people in the world after what they survived and been through. And then further on, I think I can actually touch a piece of Kansas as I get past Joplin into Oklahoma. So it'd be kind of neat just to say I was in Kansas. But the other thing that I really am kind of mad at myself about is I want to get to the Oklahoma City Memorial. And for some reason, I don't know if it's an East Coast bias. I don't know if it's because it wasn't, because it was domestic terrorism. But for some reason, when I think of terrorism, I think of the Twin Towers, and I think of the Pentagon, and I think of Shanksville. And yet I don't include Oklahoma City in there for some reason. And I don't know what it is in my mind. I'm asking myself, why is it that I overlooked that like that? Because there were a lot of people that died unnecessarily, and it was a terroristic tragedy, just as the other ones were. So I'm looking forward to spending some time in Oklahoma City and learning and educating myself, and hopefully learning and educating you guys as well. Further along that line, a couple other things that I don't think I can make happen, but it's kind of going to bother me if I don't. One would be, as I get to a town I think called Gallup, Arizona, maybe. There's a spot not far, I don't know how far it is, where you can stand in one spot and touch four states of our country at one time. They call it the Four Corners. You touch, Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico. I don't know how far north it is, but a mile off the road is a long way for me when I'm walking 20 miles a day. But again, maybe somebody says, hey, come on up here and I'll take you up there and take you back, and I can get the shit out with you guys. And then likewise, I've never been to the Grand Canyon, and as I cut through, I'm going to be cutting through on 40 up through Flagstaff, Arizona. It doesn't look all that far from the Grand Canyon. It kind of bothers me that I'm going to walk by it being that close and not get a chance to see it, and more importantly, share it with you guys. So, if there's anybody out there that says, hey, we're going to be passing through, and I wouldn't mind picking you up and taking you up there for some pictures. I don't want to be there all day and take up your whole day, but I could take you up there and take you back or something. That might be kind of cool as well. So to answer that person's question about some things I'd like to do, there's a few of them. So thanks for listening, guys. Have yourselves a great day. I don't know how much I'm going to be doing tonight in terms of a night video, because I really am pretty pumped about it and think that I'm going to be, frankly, having some fun and engaging people tonight. And if I'm going to do that, I'm not going to take away from the video, but certainly my morning video tomorrow might be a little bit longer and lengthier than what I've been given, and certainly maybe a little more animated on my part. So love you all. I spoke to my kids at length today. They're doing awesome. I love them and miss them so much, and love you guys for staying tuned with me here. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.